Hey, how's it going? It's Ollie here. So I've got a confession to make. In fact, I've got several confessions to make. And I plan to do them all in this video. To be honest, this stuff is scary for me in many ways. Also, it's really exciting and I can barely contain my excitement about it. And here's the thing. Every single part of this involves you in a massive, massive way. So let's dive in. So first of all, I wanted to answer a question that a couple of people have been asking me via email. My subscribers, I've had a few people message me on YouTube and Facebook as well. That question is, Ollie, do you still do Amazon? Are you still doing private labels and other strategies and stuff like that? And the honest answer is yes. It's still running. Right? I'm still focusing on the business. It's still happening, even though I haven't been talking about it in the past month or two. Now, a lot of the subscribers on my email list and a lot of the subscribers here on YouTube have been, wondering things over the past few weeks, right? They've been, there's been a lot of questions, and there's almost like an elephant in the room because I've been talking about selling digital products for a while now, haven't really touched on Amazon, and people are thinking, from the impression I've got, what's happening to your business? What's happening to the stuff you teach and the emails you're sending, and what direction is stuff really going in? So in this video, I wanted to clear up a ton of questions, get you really clear on where I'm moving with things, and also, like I said, make a few confessions, right? And own up to some stuff which I really want you to know about. So first of all, why have I been talking about selling digital products for the past few months and haven't really done too many videos on Amazon or even promoted much Amazon or talked about it much in my emails? So this is a big question. Now, first and foremost, to answer this question, I want you to understand that I believe it's my job to make you money. Right? This is the foundation of everything I do right now. It's my job to make you money, right? I make money when you make money, right? When my students get crazy testimonials and things start to really take off for them, it's solid proof that the stuff that I teach genuinely works, right? So any decision I make based on the stuff that I teach people always comes down to what do I really genuinely believe is going to get people the best results and get them the best results long term. In other words, how do I help people build real businesses? Now, you've probably seen a few other kind of experts or gurus out there who have email lists and stuff, and quite often there will be hot things that come up in the kind of how to make money world. And because those things are hot, a lot of these experts and gurus jump on the occasion and promote these opportunities to their audiences, and loads of people buy the programs, loads of people jump on board these opportunities, and the courses sell. And I'm not really criticizing anyone for doing that. Like, for example, Bitcoin was massive last year, and we all know what happened with that, right? And there were tons of programs on Bitcoin. A lot of people who were teaching one thing for a long time, all of a sudden just completely scrapped everything they were talking about and just talked about Bitcoin because it was hot. Same things happened with Shopify, right? Shopify's blown up. People have talked about it. That was a while ago. And there's tons of other examples. Personally, I will never teach something unless I have actually made real money with it. That's just my personal belief. And actually, I'm not saying other people's beliefs are wrong. Like, if clearly people made money with some Bitcoin stuff, but I don't understand it. And I can't honestly say that you should be building a business, putting your time into doing stuff with Bitcoin if I have no clue what really a Bitcoin even is, right? That stuff confuses me. I don't see people spending Bitcoin, so why should I be teaching that stuff? right? So it's my job to make you money, and I only ever want to promote and teach stuff that I genuinely believe you are going to get results with. That's thing number one before we talk about why I've been discussing digital products. Okay, so moving on from that point, it's my job to make you money. Recently, I hit £1 million in sales with digital products. When I say digital products, I mean courses, ebooks, coaching, stuff like that. Okay. Now, this signified to me that if I'm going to be helping people make money, and I've just made £1 million selling this stuff, then I cannot be quiet about it anymore. I cannot just keep making tons of money selling courses and programs and coaching and stuff like that and not show other people what I'm doing, because I feel like, I'm literally costing you money by not talking about this stuff, right? Obviously, the Amazon business brings in a ton of revenue from me. I've made 2 million selling on the platform. But then there's this other behemoth which makes me money, and another revenue stream that comes in that's made me an extra $1 million. Obviously, I'm going to want to talk to you about that because, right, as I said, it's my job to make you money. The more money you make, the more money I make. That's how my business grows, and that's really what I want to do with my business. So naturally, if I've been making all this cash from courses, at some point I really have to begin talking about it. Now, I'll touch on this in a second, but this wasn't an easy decision to make. In fact, I had several people tell me, like in the marketing area, like how to teach marketing, like being a marketing guru or whatever, it is saturated as hell. Like teaching Amazon, that's a niche and not many people are doing it really on the grand scheme of things. But marketing has been going for what, 20, 30, 40 years, people teaching marketing. There are so many marketing experts out there, and it's a tough niche to really crush it in, right? So there was I really wanted to do it and I really wanted to help people get results because this stuff was really working for me. But at the same time, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. So for a while, I was at this kind of point where I was thinking, okay, this is something I'm really passionate about. It's not going to be easy, but my audience have to know about this stuff because it genuinely works, and obviously it's made me a ton of cash and it's real. But going back to the $1 million I've made selling products. Now, selling digital courses and digital products, in my belief, is one of the most profitable businesses you can enter into. Like, it genuinely is one of the most profitable businesses you can be in. Why? Well, there's no fulfillment cost, right? You don't have to actually deal with physical products, right? You can just sell a program, which is basically videos. It's all been built. And, if you use free traffic methods to sell that thing, it's 100% profit, right? In the beginning, your business will be 100% profit. Now, if we compare that to an Amazon business, right? When someone sells, say, 10K worth of stuff on Amazon, which I've had students do in their first month, that's amazing. It looks really cool. But when you look at the profit margin, sometimes it can be 15, 20%. So the money they take home is 2K. But when someone gets crazy profit margins selling digital products, they keep all of the cash, right? So that $1 million that I made, I kept most of it. Whereas the 2 million I made on Amazon, we're talking maybe 20% profit on that sale, maybe 25 on those sales. So I really want to make you cash. This stuff has made me a ton of money, and a ton of the money I've made with that has been profit. And beyond all that stuff, I'm aware that this is a huge industry. In fact, the e-learning industry, according to Forbes, has been predicted that it's going to grow to $325 billion by 2025, right? So this industry isn't going anywhere. It's not some passing fad like Bitcoin or one of the other things that a lot of people are talking about. This is real, it's here to stay, and it's only going to get bigger. So for those reasons, I couldn't stay quiet about selling digital products anymore. I had to start doing it, even though I know a lot of my audience follow me for the Amazon stuff. And obviously I've got tons of results on Amazon. So my students, if you want to make money, then you should be selling some kind of digital product at some point, somewhere in your business, right? And in fact, there's ways to combine this with an Amazon business. And again, I'll mention that in a second. So hopefully that answers that question. That's why I've been talking about digital products for a little while, and this is why you've seen me talk less about Amazon in the past few weeks. In amongst all this stuff you've probably seen me promoting, I launched a program called the Authority Method, and I had a massive launch for this program. It was in May, I believe, right? A couple months ago. Now, there's a few things I want you to understand about this launch, right? You probably saw some of the materials, some of the marketing materials, the videos, stuff like that. Number one, I was terrified, genuinely terrified to actually launch this program. Why? Well, think about it, right? I have an Amazon business that does really well. I have an Amazon coaching business that does unbelievably well, like up to $90,000 per month comes in from selling those programs. And for like a short time, I wanted to completely not promote Amazon stuff, completely switch niche and talk about something completely different, which I had no idea was even going to work. And I had the potential to be missing out on tens, if not hundreds of thousands worth of revenue whilst I did that. I made this crazy transition. So this was terrifying. It's almost like, if you've ever been in a position where, you know, you're at a job and the job it makes so much sense for you to stay in the job, like in terms of numbers, in terms of the finances and paying your bills and your rent and everything else. But something inside you just knows you can't stay there anymore, right? You have to do something else. You have to have a career change, or you have to, and you can't really explain why necessarily, but you just know that you have to have a change. That was the situation I was in. Like my accountant probably thought I was mental, right? Because I was leaving tons of cash on the table to go off on this crazy venture, right? And I agreed. I was like, this is crazy, but at the end of the day, I know this stuff works. I know I can make people money. I have to do this. That's thing number one about the launch. Thing number two about the launch, though, was that it proved to be a massive success. A huge success. In fact, in terms of the people joining, it was, in terms of the number of people joining, it was the biggest launch I ever had, right? 50 people joined the Authority Method on that launch. Now, this is exciting to you for two reasons, and it's exciting for me as well. Number one, it proves that, again, you can make a ton of cash selling digital products, right? This is me selling a digital product to an audience that weren't necessarily interested in the topic, right? They were interested in Amazon. This was marketing, so it's kind of different. And yet 50 people joined, and I charged £500 per place. So I made £25,000 in a single week promoting this product. Okay, so again, more potential, more proof that this stuff really works. Also, it proved to me that there's a huge demand for this stuff, right? It was a signifier to me, like, look, yes, if I really believe that people should know about this stuff, they want to listen, and when I promote things, it proves that it really works, right? So for me, this was a bit of a weight off my shoulders. I was still uncertain about what, the direction I should take, but at least the launch went well, and that was a really, really good sign. Now, there's two other things I want you to know about this launch. Number one, I loved teaching it. Right? I delivered the program live, first of all, okay, and then I started to make it more refined and update the training and everything eventually. And I've never had so much fun. Like, it was so cool teaching this stuff. I think marketing really is my true passion over everything else. Like, even Amazon, a lot of Amazon stuff is marketing, and I'm passionate about that. And it was just so fun. Like, it really was. Putting together the trainings, answering people's questions, helping people out, doing live Q&A calls, all that stuff was just, it really energized me. And I think the people in the group really felt energized as well. In fact, we've had Q&A calls with them, and they said, it's one of the best programs they've been on. They've never got this far with a program, never got this many results. Everything else is overwhelming. This was really clear. And, they can see how this is going to be like a real business for them. Right? But also, people got unbelievable results. Like, really crazy. In fact, one of the people who went through the program, his name's Tigran, he used the stuff to help grow his business. And he pretty much not made any sales for ages, implemented the stuff in the Authority Method and made $13,000 in sales in his first 30 days. That's crazy, right? And remember, again, like with Amazon, if you do 13K in sales, we're probably making maybe 2-3K profit. He was making like 13K profit. Like he spent about maybe $300 on Facebook ads because he wanted to move faster. Right? You don't have to do that, but he did it because he wanted more results quicker. So he got to keep like $12,500 in cash in his first 30 days. So again, this was more clarification to me, like, look, this stuff is real. People do get real results with it. And it's a sustainable business. And, you know, it made me even more excited about teaching it. In fact, he's not the only one. Like loads of other people got results. BimPay made like $800 in their first couple of weeks. Loads of other people made little sales and started to build things. We've got people getting leads into their business for like $1.50, which is insane. Like if you can get a lead into your business for $1.50, if that person spends $5, you've made a profit, right? You've like tripled your money. So that's just crazy. And the results keep coming in, and I'm sure it's going to snowball even more. So in total, right, in summary, I launched TAM. It was scary at first, and then it turned out to be a massive success. So because of that, right, if you think I was in this period where at first I was like, yes, I need to teach this stuff. Don't know if it's going to work, but I have to do it anyway. Launched TAM, was terrified, but it worked really, really well. Now, I want to tell you where I am. So because of that, because I've realized that, you know, this stuff is crazy profitable, it makes people a ton of money, it makes me a ton of money, I've actually decided for the foreseeable future, my main focus in what I'm talking about, what I'm promoting, is going to be focused on selling digital products. And again, this seems crazy. It's crazy to me because, you know, my Amazon courses sell like hotcakes, right? They really do. And I'm going to be talking about the Amazon stuff in a bit. If you're worried about it, don't worry, okay? But, you know, when I promote that stuff, the funnels are all ready, right? The webinars are all done. Like, everything's ready. The sales page, everything converts really, really well. So I'm leaving it behind for a while. And it might seem crazy. But at the end of the day, you have to focus on, you know, what I genuinely believe people should be building. And this is working like way better than I thought it would. So because of that, I made the decision to focus on this for the foreseeable future. And I want to tell you, there's a few reasons why I made this decision. So number one, when I'm passionate about something, when I'm teaching something, right? And when I'm obsessed with a subject, people get completely insane results, right? Every single time I've launched a course, whether it's Amazon or marketing, whatever it is, when I've been passionate about it, people have felt that passion. It's kind of been contagious, and they have just gone out there and crushed it, right? They've crushed it. It happened when I launched FBA Secrets, when I launched FBA Secrets 2.0, when I launched the 30-day programs, when I launched, you know, anything that where I'm really switched on and really passionate about it, people just crush it. And the same thing happened again with the marketing stuff. So naturally, I want to do more of that kind of stuff. And I'm super passionate about selling these digital products. I haven't really taught it before, so it's really exciting to me. That's reason number one why I'm going to be talking about this for a while. Thing number two to point out is that I still teach Amazon, right? So I've got clients who work with me very closely on building Amazon businesses, and I'm still working with them. I still sell Amazon programs, right? You can still buy all my Amazon programs. We're still providing 100% support for Amazon stuff, and I'm still really passionate about it because it gets people real results. Like, you know, I've helped so many people build six-figure businesses selling on Amazon. I couldn't even count them on my hands, right? It's crazily powerful. So I still teach it. Like, one thing about Amazon is I think it's easy, it's simpler. You find hot products, you send them into the warehouse. Amazon does everything else. They handle the marketing, the traffic, like the website, you know, all that stuff is handled. So it is simpler. Even though the margins are smaller, you just go for volume, and then eventually you can earn whatever you want. It is simpler. So that's why it's so powerful. And I'm still going to be providing support, still going to be coaching people who are current clients. And if anyone wants to learn Amazon, I can still teach it, right? Or even though I might be talking about selling digital products, I still do the Amazon stuff. But thirdly, this digital stuff actually fits in really well with Amazon, right? And in fact, I think if you build an Amazon business and, you know, you get to say 6 figures selling on Amazon, which is where you should aim to go first, and then you want to scale the Amazon business to 7 figures, I believe you should aim to build your own audience. And the way you should do that is by not selling physical products, but by selling digital products. You can build a huge audience for free through selling digital products, right? If you send traffic to an offer, right, selling a digital product, you can break even on your advertising spend, right? This is like, when I figured this stuff out, this changed everything. This enables me to get like 1.2 million views on a YouTube video because I know I can get free traffic, right? Because I spend money on advertising. Some of the leads I generate from the advertising buy stuff, right? And then that money pays for the ads and also makes me a bit of profit. So because of that, I can spend as much money as I like. I spend like 20, 25,000, 30,000 a month on ads and I get it all back. So what happens there is you get the sales, yeah, but you also get like thousands of leads. So you could get thousands of leads selling digital products, and then you could also send them to your Amazon store and they'll buy your physical products too. And then this enables you to compete in like competitive niches. It enables you to charge more, and it will turn you into like a national brand kind of level of authority on the Amazon marketplace, right? So this stuff ties in really, really well anyway with the Amazon stuff. In fact, no Amazon sellers are really building an email list. Like, they don't bother, you know. So if you do, you have a huge advantage, right? So even if you want to focus on the Amazon stuff, I think this stuff will really help you anyway. And yeah, so that's why I've decided to talk about digital products for the foreseeable future. Like, the videos on this channel will be about selling digital products and marketing stuff. The emails I send are going to be about that as well. You might notice that the from email has been changed from e-commerce freedom to Ollie at Marketing Bites for many emails. It's for that reason, just to keep it like, you know, so new people joining my audience can understand what I'm about. And that's what I wanted to confess and just be honest with you about, you know, my reasons why I decided to do this. And again, it's not because of any kind of, you know, dramatic thing. It's all because I honestly believe that this is a crazy opportunity, and for me not to be teaching it is like I'm doing you a disservice. Right, I'm actually doing you a disservice. So at this point, I've probably divided the audience, maybe, I don't know. You might be thinking, I never want to listen to one of your videos again. I'm not interested in hearing from you anymore. You know, I just want to hear the Amazon stuff. In which case, it's totally cool if you unsubscribe. Like, it's fine, right? I don't want to be bothering you. I only really want people to follow me if they're really passionate and interested about the stuff I discuss. Okay, so if you want to go, that's totally cool. And if you want to come back at some point and learn more about digital products and things like that, and selling courses to a specific niche, you can come back, right? You can resubscribe. I'll still be here. That's totally cool. However, if you want to stay, then you're going to be joining some people who are making groundbreaking levels of profit in their businesses. You're going to be joining people who are making more progress than I've ever seen happen before in any business. And not just making tons of revenue, but keeping cash in their pockets, right? That's really what matters. A lot of the time people build businesses and they do tons of sales and they look in the bank and they're like, there's not really much money in the bank. Why is that? Well, it's because your profit isn't very, very high. Because your expenses are so high that there's nothing left. With digital products, you do not have that problem because you keep most of the cash, right? So if you stick around, I mean, this stuff is really, really going to blow your mind. And it's already changing lives at the moment. So if you are going to stick around, then just be prepared for some of the best content you've ever seen, because I'm so passionate about this right now. Like, I'm really putting my all into everything, and I'm so fired up that I just want to give you as much value as I can. You might be thinking, you know, how do I get started? If I want to do this stuff, like, how do I actually get moving and build the business? Well, there's a few things I've got for you already that you can jump in on to begin building the business, selling digital courses, and they're all free, right? So number one, join my new Facebook group. There's a link in the description of this video, which will lead you right to the page. It's called Sell Digital Products. If you go to facebook.com/groups/sell digital products, I think the group's called Marketing Mastery, Sell Digital Products Online. Okay, so if you just search for that on Facebook or click the link in the description, you can join that group for free. Thing number two I have for you is my Masterclass, right? So this is a free Masterclass that I'm running several times a week. which walks you through pretty much everything you need to know to build a business selling digital products. Even if you have no expertise, like you've never done any of this before, you have no experience, you're not an expert in a specific topic, you can start selling products in the next 30 days. And tons of my students have done that, and this masterclass teaches you, don't leave anything behind. As soon as you finish watching, you'll have a pen and paper full of notes. You can get moving and get some results. So click the link in the description if you want to join that masterclass. Again, 100% free. And then thirdly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right, I'm going to be posting regularly. I'm not sure how often. It's whenever I've really got something important to say, I'll post a video and I'll let you know. And you'll get updates about how things are going in my business, how things are going in my students' businesses, and you'll get training and all kinds of other stuff as well. So hit subscribe, like this video, and finally, what I'd love to do is I'd love for you to hit comments below and tell me if you're on board or not. Right? Tell me how you feel, because at the moment I'm trying to get a gauge of how people feel about this. For me, to be honest, like I said, it's pretty scary times. It's a change, it's a transition. Any transition is kind of terrifying. I've been teaching Amazon for 3 years, and I'm kind of veering in another direction, which is scary. But I want to know how you feel about it. Are you happy with it? Are you angry? Are you excited? Whatever it is, comment down below. I'll chat with you in the comments. And for those of you with me, I'm so excited to see how this stuff evolves, because this could be, one of the, my aim now, I help people get to 6 figures on Amazon, but now I want to create millionaires. And I believe if I'm going to create millionaires, then this is the path that it has to take. So leave a comment down below of how you feel about everything. Really can't wait to join you on the journey, and I'll see you in the next video.